representing out of. #1 team out of the Carolinas here in the LaMelo Ball tournament where we represent as our home, like a home thing for us right here, hometown right here. This is what we do.
It's got to feel like that, and you got to feel confident. You come in with the #1 team in the country. Tell us why this is the #1 team in the country in 12U.
As far as 12U, for the last 3 years, we done toured around the whole country, and we rarely lost. We won Ball on the Beach 3 times in a row, which is one of the most competitive tournaments. We won Never Walk on Hardwood, which is another competitive national tournament, 2 times in a row. I think we probably lost 1 tournament on the road in the last 3 years.
Wow.
Second to only Canada Elite in AAU World last year. And this is what we do. We just our 3rd time here, looking for our 3rd championship here as well. So, we build, we develop, and we play together. And we out here.
How are you able to keep all these kids together, cohesive, unselfish, such a talented team? How do you do that?
It takes, you got to have the mental for it. Parents, the kids, with us, being on the road so much, we able to build, have time to build that chemistry and that dynamic of, it's on the court and off the court. We get together off the court. We have a lot of things for our boys. We do a lot of things in the community, and we just try to make sure they're having fun while doing this, because it could get overwhelming for them. But we keep them together, and try to make sure they are still being kids within having fun and then playing ball, and it works.
Yeah, it's worked, no doubt. It'll try to work today. Look, this is game 1 of day 1 for you. What's important in game 1 to keep your team cognizant of?
Game 1, we're going to fill each other out. Ball movement, tempo, defense, those are 3 things we work on. Communication is another key thing, as they get older, as we learn how to rotate with the ball and talk to each other, it's big, The boys developing, and you got to make sure their mental is developing with their physical. So, today we're going to get out here and just, play.
They're at the top of the food chain, #1 in the country, 12U. 1 North Carolina is in the house, ready to show us what they got. They'll do that next. James, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
That's James Rivers. Stick around. You'll get his team coming up right after this. Thanks for watching on The Prep. The tip is next.
Yes, sir.
All right, we've got game 2 from the Carolina courts. And it's the 1 12U taking on Hustle 2032. You heard from the head coach, James Rivers, of 1, and they bring in the top team in the country, and they'll take on Hustle 2032. All right, we're set for the tip, and we are ready to go. It'll be 1 in the teal uniforms. And we'll get to the starters in a bit. This is Booker with a basketball. Right attack, missed the shot, ball loose on the deck, and a foul on the floor. So this is a 1 team that comes in with a very talented roster, coached by James Rivers. They're the 3-time Ball on the Beach champion as well. Three-ball right wing, count it. That's a big shot right off the snip of it. So 3-0. And 15-footers off the mark. And Poole back the other way. Jeremiah Poole sets it up. Kick back to James for 3. That's no good. And now the throw ahead to Metzger. This is Weston Metzger. And Hustle 2032 is going to have to reset near sideline. First game of the tournament for both these clubs. And again, it's a big test for the Hustle 2032. Shot is short. That came from Blue. No look pass to the cutter runner, and the lay-in is good. That is Carter Hayes, very agile, big, a guy that really helps them defensively. Mid-post shot is short by Castaldi, and now a wrestle for the ball. And this is Blue with it. And that's going to go back the other way. Five nothing, 1 of 1. All alone is the big fella. He blew the bunny. Tough luck miss by Hayes. Backcourt pressure, and now a steal. Picked off by Wright. Wright to the left block, and he gets James for the lay-in. 7-0, touchdown, 1 of 1. We'll take a timeout on the floor. Back to the Carolina courts. The 12U team, 1 of 1, doing what I told you they'd do. Run out quick and fast early. Nothing and 1 of 1 looking for more. Their 12U team, the tops in the nation, and there you see the Southpaw fill it up as well. That's Xavier James, number 1, top 3 player in the country. Right hand layup good, another steal and score. And that last bucket was by Jeremiah Poole, a crafty Jason Kidd-like player. And this lead is up to 11-0, a shutout so far, being pitched by 1 of 1. Coached by James Rivers, New York City born. There's a steal in the backcourt. 17-footer, no. Offensive rebound, yes. That's 15. That's Xavier James again. And James leads the building with 7 points. And it's 13-0 early. Aiden Wright hasn't even scored yet. He's the number 1 player in the country in the 12U. He wears number 0. Step back, right wing 3, no. Offensive glass eating, yes. How about it? The big fella getting involved. That's Carter Hayes again. And a steal, dish, paint, shot, short. Back out to the big fella at the elbow. Rip, drive, Glasser, good. So there's the first points from the number 1 player in the country, Aiden Wright at 12U. Just a very efficient player and a good team player as well. Loves to see his teammates succeed. Steal and score, Xavier James again. 19-0. And another one. Steal, score, Jeremiah Poole. And the pressure's been relentless. This is some kind of 12U team. They're up 21-0. Blackjack. Shot no good. Rebound pulled off by Wright. Throw ahead to the left wing. 3-ball, air ball. No problem. Offensive rebound. Let's try it again. Rim off, no. Third time, perhaps a charm. Not this time. And there will not be a fourth. Substitutions for 1 of 1. They will check in Jeremiah Hunt along with Davin Carter. Carter Hayes will rest along with Jeremiah Poole. 1 of 1 looking to show out in front of their own crowd. Air ball picked up by Hunt. Hunt ahead, Euro step through, off. And we get a whistle and a foul over the back. The shot was from Davin Carter, the 6th grader. These are all 6th graders, by the way. Or 12U, as some folks call this age group. Down the avenue, left hand lay in, good. Counted in a foul. So that'll stop the 21-0 run. And the bucket is by Kanye Blue. Blue line right with 8 minutes left and a running clock. And he converts. So 21-3 now, just under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Kick to the corner, that's a 3. That's too strong, but a big boy rebound by Hunt. Glasser up and good. Davin Carter with his first points. It's James with 9, Hayes with 6, Poole with 4 for 1 of 1. Jump shot short from Henry Day. And now back into the game for 1 of 1 is Jeremiah Poole. He'll check in. Cross court pass to the cutter, laying no good. And a near side foul. And that'll go on Jeremiah Poole. That'll be his first. Inbound stolen away. Good hands by Carter. And now Poole will work it up the court. Carter Hayes to the hole. Count it, and a foul. That's Carter Hayes, so agile, dominant. And here's another look at what he did here. Little rip, spin, and finish. So 26-3 now with just under 6 to go. Dribble drive, Euro step, lay-in just rimmed off. It was a fine move from Blue. And now the leak out and the lay-in by Carter Hayes, who's been that guy. He's got 11, and the first fella in double digits in this contest. All out of bounds. 3-time Ballin' on the Beach champions, 2-time Never Walk on Hardwood champs, 4-time Battle of the Bulls champs, and 2-time LaMelo Ball Invitational champs as Clemens gets his first points of the day for this club. 30-3, under 5 to go. And this is just one of the best teams in the country flexing on game one. Ball out of bounds, they'll reset. And substitutions as Jackson Castaldi will check in for Hustle 2032. Blue back to the left point. Spin to the rack, shot up just short. Strong rebound by Wright. Unselfish pass, and the lay-in's good. Count it for number 24, Jeremiah Hunt. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with him. Running out, 1 of 1, flexing early. Back with more after this. Welcome back to the Carolina Courts. Dominating start, 32-3. The Hustle with the basketball, and you got a tie-up. So 3 minutes left in this first half. And a dominating performance by 1 of 112U, the #1 team in the country. Jermaine Jackson has been good enough to join us now, and I know you're proud of this team. How about this start?
Yeah, no, man. They serious ball club.
Yeah.
Serious ball club, and the great thing about them, they all play together and they all love each other. You know what I mean? Everybody playing for one goal to win and win out. That's it.
Carter Hayes with another bucket. He's been the high scorer. Unselfish. It's tough when you're that talented to be an unselfish team, especially at that age.
Well, the thing is, the coach teaches them that. You know, coach teaches them that. You know, these guys somewhat practice 2 to 3 times a day. You know, so they doing what they supposed to do. When you see they do the most fundamental things, stop on 2, great passes. You know what I mean? So they're like that. They're not just trying to be flashy and things like that. They want to put points on the board and stop the other team from scoring.
You've got high expectations this year too. I mean, they want to be #1. They want to stay #1, and they.
Well, actually, some people have us ranked #2, and they got Canada Elite #1. But we've been trying to get them, but you know they've been running a little bit. But it's okay. I can understand it. I thought you had some people in Canada that you could tell them that they have to play you. Well, yeah, I mean, we tried to pay for them to come down here, and they didn't come. So, you know.
How about that?
Guess we just got to get our kids' passports and go to Canada, huh?
I guess.
We may have to do that.
Something. It's got to happen somewhere down the line. Is there any tournaments lined up that you might need them?
We chasing.
Okay.
We chasing.
All right. We'll be on the alert for that. I know the Prep will have eyes on that matchup for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a nice lay-in. That's a attack and finish from Xavier James. Great awareness. Understands the flow. Do so many things. Mid-range shot is short. And that's going to be a jump ball. And we might as well just stay here. We got a big day. This is 2 of 3 games today, and good to see the earlier one take care of business for 1 of 1.
Yeah, they represent Detroit very well. I mean, They got a new ball club as well, so they got new guys. And coach 16U last year, so this year he moved up to 17U. Different flavor, different players, and we're trying to get them all to gel together. Today was their first game for the summer, but it'll get better and better. They got to get ready for that Pro 16.
Yeah. Well, it was a slow start, but they came back strong. You got to be happy to see the resilience.
Yeah.
Team able to come back from that.
A little Detroit grit.
That's it. Counted in a foul. A little grit from Hustle 2032. And that's Elijah Booker, the 6th grader, bullying his way in.
I got a trivia for you. Who is their coach?
Who is their coach? The Hustle 2032?
Yeah. Who is their coach?
You got me there. Who is it?
A legend.
A legend? Huh.
He was the point guard with Vince Carter.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're going to get me on that one. I'll have to look it up. Time has run out. However, time has run out, but there is going to be 3 seconds put back on the clock. So we will get a free throw.
I'm gonna give you 2 guesses.
Boy, he looks familiar. Okay. What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Okay, please.
I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Please, thank you.
Ed Cota.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ed Cota.
Okay. All right. Definitely remember him. Some good runs.
Ed Cota, UNC legend, man.
I like it. Sophie Borowski is going to talk to another legend. And a legendary first half, no doubt, for his team. Sophie is standing by with James Rivers. Sophie, what you got?
We are here with James Rivers. I just want to ask you how you feel after that dominating first half of the game, or is that just usually how games go for one of the top teams in the country?
It's a pretty good half. I'm looking for my boys, play a little better defense, rotate the ball a little bit better, but it wasn't bad at all. We scored pretty much with average, hoping to step it up the second half.
Okay, well, we'll see. Thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you after the game.
All right, thank you.
I know that was so short.
She's been having a bad weekend.
No.
You did good.
Oh, man. Hey, what can you say when you're a coach and you're up by 31? I mean, you got to have something to work on, right?
But the thing that I got from what he's saying is he's not looking at this game.
Yeah.
He's not looking at this game. He's looking at that game that really counts. Those guys, because, there's so many teams that's hunting our programs as well.
Yeah.
So many teams want to knock us off just to say, hey, we're this, we're that. So in the midst of this schedule being put together, it was kind of a little talk here or talk there, or we can do this to them, we can do that to them. So, we always got to come out and put our best foot down. And that coach and his staff, they do a great job. They do a phenomenal job with the kids. They keep them as kids, you know what I mean? They keep the main thing.
We're coming right back with the second half. Jermaine Jackson, our guest, right after this. We are The Prep. Join us today. Info at theprepsports.com. Follow us on our social medias. You're watching on our YouTube channel. like, subscribe, and follow. Right away, a quick bucket coming from the big fella, Davin Carter. He's got another. And 1 of 1 starting to run it up with a 33-point lead and a running clock in the Carolina courts. How about the left hand showing off now? And that's coming from 0. That's Aiden Wright, and he is the #1 player in the country right now. Shot from the wing, no good. And that one's going to roll out of bounds, and 1 of 1 will get it right back. Going left to right. Chad Bush and Jermaine Jackson with you from North Carolina and Charlotte, Carolina courts. Game 2 of 3 today. That's a fine feed from Clemens to the big fella who fills it in. That's Xavier James with a hoop. And 1 of 1 continues to just climb that lead. Stolen away, ripped away by Wright. Again, Wright's a two-way guy, does it both sides. And this is a guy that's touted as the #1 player in the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you like in Aiden Wright?
And he shows it. He shows it. I mean, everything about him is about winning, hard work, effort. I mean, as you see right now, he's one of those guys. He's going to get that 50-50 ball. He's going to get those rebounds. He's going to get it. You know, a lot of guys, even older guys, will let the rebound come to them. He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
And as a 6th grader, that's some pretty good instincts.
And there's no reclass. All legit.
Okay.
Yeah, we all legit.
I like that. Keeping it clean here.
We might have to get down there to Detroit and chase down Sam Cannon Elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't come down for this?
Chase down. No, Sam ain't make it this time.
Okay.
That's my boy, though. But, you know, I'm talking smack. We got to go down there and see him. We're going to smack his program up a little bit.
All right. Well, when is he going to make his prep debut? Floater shot up and good. That's a smooth-looking float game coming from Trey Clemens, the floor general of this club. This is Booker high on the right. Fine little show and go. But a steal in the mid-post by Trey Clemens. 41-point lead.
Special, man. Trey special.
What do you like about
him? See that pass there? You see that?
How about the floating pass? The floor general's got a little spicy assist game to him. Yeah, that's not a 6th grade pass usually.
Oh, not at all.
Post-entry passes aren't usually that clean. But this is a different kind of team, and they've got a 3-on-1 here. And having a little more fun. Why not? Count that one for Clemens. Make it Xavier James, rather. Boy, some of these numbers are tough to read, JJ.
Hey, man, listen here. Melo is all about fancy uniforms. You know what I mean? So
you don't care what the broadcasters think.
No, we don't. We ain't got. Well, we got 4 or 5 different sets of uniforms. So if you need us to change sometime at halftime, we will. You see, our younger guys are sitting over there with them. They got a whole different set. They see their jackets and everything. We might be one of the flashiest. We might be one of the flashiest programs in the country.
Nothing wrong with that.
To be honest with you, they don't know how we coming.
Based out of Detroit, you got to have a little flair and flavor.
Well, this team here is from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, sure, of course.
Yeah, my city slicker Detroit mindset.
That's where I'm going.
Melo Chino Hill mindset. We put those things together, and I mean, you got something real nice. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
We got to keep our guys right. They say when your wife dress right, then you right. So when the kids dress right, they can play right.
I like it.
Yeah.
James continues to add to his tally. The shooting guard is now in double figures. He's got 17. Well into double figures as we near the midway point. Shot up and it falls off. It's been that kind of night. No good for Metzger. 1 of 1 on the push. And missed the layup, a rare miss. And the hustle, trying to get things rocking. Big game tonight downtown, I hear, as well in the NBA.
Yeah, man, we got to get out of here soon and wrap up and Get down there and see them Hornets and them Sixers, man.
That'll be
Very
fun.
big game. Very big game.
What a run it's been.
To see it. Oh, yeah.
Hornets are on some kind of tilt.
It's okay. They're not trying to stop either.
Yeah. LaMelo's been really good for him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's been healthy all year.
Drive to the rack and a strip from below. Can't bring that ball down too low because Staldy stripped him. And, of course, after this one, we'll have one of one Charlotte taking on RWE. That'll be at 2 o'clock or just around 2 o'clock on a separate link. You'll want to stay tuned to the prep on our YouTube channel. In the paint, no problem. Easy finish for Aiden Wright. Again, a star player, but just so unselfish. Willing passer. We don't track assists right now, but I mean the assist numbers are high. There's not a lot of one-on-one ball. I haven't seen a ton of ISO, JJ.
Well, you know, we're not really, you know, in tune into that. But I mean, the thing about it, we can do it. Like Coach really can spread this thing out and have guys go. You know.
Oh, I bet. No doubt.
It's more about, you know, you see that? See what you see that right there? You see that right there? He can really do it. You know, he can really do it. So.
That's the X-Man, Xavier James, 3-level scorer. Can shoot the three, can drive, can finish. He's a top 3 player in this country at the age of 12. That's a block shot. That's a leak out. That's a pass a little too far ahead.
He overthrew that like a Lions quarterback.
Oh, come on.
I had to give you that because you talking about my Dallas Cowboys jersey yesterday.
Looked like Danny White, more like it.
Oh, Eric Hipple.
Gary Hogaboom. I get you there. We can go back mid-'80s Cowboys. They weren't that good then. We don't want to talk late 80s or early 90s.
No, we were still asleep.
Floater short. The hustling, as their name would suggest. And that's important too, right? I mean, look, this team's got to get better. Playing a team like one of one gets you better. I know it looks lopsided, but look, hustle's going to get better.
Yeah, and we were on the side of that board one time before.
Sure.
You know, we was there one time before, and we had to build up and get to where we need to get to, you know what I mean? And
okay.
Everybody get their turn.
That's right.
Everybody get their turn. Oh.
That's an offensive foul. And Bryce Love stood in and took it like a champ. James Rivers wants more. And you can tell he's a coach that just wants to make sure guys, despite the lead, you're not playing to the scoreboard.
And that's what you got to love about him. I mean, that's who he is. All day, every day, that's who he is. He wants more and more. He don't want to leave no crumbs on the table.
It's at New York City.
It's called Finish Your Breakfast.
I missed breakfast this morning.
See how the guys on the floor scrapping? I mean,
yeah.
That's the great thing we love about our program. I mean, these guys get down on the floor. They do everything they're supposed to do. So he's calling timeout like the game is 0-0.
We'll take the timeout with him with 6:22 to go. Back with more on the prep. LaMelo Ball Invitational. Chad Bush and Jermaine Jackson back with you from North Carolina, Charlotte, suburban Charlotte, about 35 minutes north or so. We'll be back in the city tonight. But for right now, we've got a couple more games to call and watch and see, and this crowd just starting to build up, and this has been great from a fan perspective as well, Jermaine, and all the different vendors and options. And I mean, you can pick up Mellow Munchies and you can pick up drinks in the building.
And you might can pick up a 5-star as well.
That's right.
You know, because, I mean, you have a lot of college coaches tuning into this just because they can't be here and things like that, you know. And, yeah, look at that. I mean, everybody's here excited. I mean, how many AAU events do you get like this? You know, you don't get too many events like this. You know, we got over 400 teams here. And, you know, this is not just the only gym that's, you know, crowded right now. It's 5 other gyms the same way, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, so tomorrow is that time. You know, Sunday, you survive the Sunday championship game. Hey, there's no telling what you might see or who you might see walk in.
It's fun.
Yes,
good
sir,
atmosphere.
Yes, sir, it is. See, it was a great thing you come down here, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, thanks for having us.
No problem.
It's been a blast. Let's do it again.
Hey, anytime.
All right. Next weekend?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Got a tournament back here. I want to come to Charlotte, though.
You have to.
All right.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah, I want to do. I'm down with tournaments in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But what's up with the 60 degrees, man? They teased us with 86 yesterday.
I think you brought that Detroit weather here, man.
Oh, come on.
I think you did that.
I think it was E. Diddy. Here comes the next free throw from Kanye Blue.
Not E. Diddy.
All right. He'll have 2 shots. Running clock, 4.5 to go. 45-point lead. Blue hits them both. And 1 of 1, looking to get some more production, and they get it from another source. Counted for Jeremiah Hunt, the 6th grader. Hunt goes to Allen J. Prep. That's in Burlington, North Carolina. It's a North Carolina-based team. They do have a couple of kids out of the state. They got a kid from South Carolina. They got a kid from Virginia. But mainly North Carolina. Shot up and good. So that's for the hustle. Count it for Woolcock. Pass of the post is picked. Good hands and anticipation from Daniel Woolcock. Metzger on the left wing. His shot's too strong. Stick back is good. Credit the bucket to Weaver. Players still hustling, physical. We'll have our G of the game after this one's said and done. Sophie Borowski will have our G coming up shortly.
Sophie.
Yeah, she's back and at it tonight. I think she's ready for that Hornet game.
Sophie had a lot of homework.
Well, University of Michigan will do that to you. Jump shot up and good. We didn't get weekend assignments in college at Central Michigan and Wayne State, but it's a little different level, I guess, in Ann Arbor. It's a clean 40-point lead with 2 minutes to go in this one. Chad Bush and Jermaine Jackson with you. Austin Sonnenberg, your executive director. James, the leading scorer with 19 points, in prime position for our G of the game. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll step aside for a final timeout. We'll put this baby to bed right after this. You're watching the Preps coverage. All right, welcome back. Time now for our G of the game. Let's go down to Sophie Borowski. Sophie?
Hi, we're here with Xavier James, the top scorer in tonight's game. Xavier, who do you model your gameplay after? Is there a basketball player you look up to and you try and act more like?
I feel like I play like Kevin Durant, the way he scores, facilitates, do everything on the court. I feel like I do that.
How do you think your team compares height-wise to majority of your opponents? Is that about average? Are you guys usually towering over them?
We're about at least twice as tall as them, I can't lie.
Did you have fun today?
Yes, I did.
Well, it was fun to watch you. Thank you for talking to me today, and we'll see you in the next game.
All right, thank you, Sophie. We appreciate it. For Jermaine Jackson, my name's Chad Bush. We look forward to more to come. After this one, the final score, 60-20, 1-of-1 over the Hustle. Thanks for watching. Back with more after this.
The best two-man in the game.